I was trying to I was trying to update myself on what my last video was. My last upload was January 2021. Damn, I am the worst updater. How are you guys still here? 2.5 years in, almost 2.5 years in. And I just want to give you all an update on my situation. Okay, so I'm gonna start by zooming in uncomfortably, as you know, just to have a bite update. Okay, so this is my bite at the moment. Front, you can see that I've now got what they call box elastics. So when I bite like that, it's essentially closing the gap between this and also this right here. And my arch and my bottom one is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty good, so I'm just gonna zoom back out. Great. Alright, so ever since my last video, quite a few things happened. The last video I got power chains, right? So my gap was closing, power chains closing in, and then in between that, after a couple of months, I was introduced to elastics. So my last video, I said we've got to do jaw surgery, round 2. And I was saying that my orthodontist was all like, you know what, have a consultation with your surgeon, see what it says, yada yada yada. I saw my surgeon said, look, you have a very minor issue, and that is your bite isn't perfect, because it's still kind of climbing on top like that. And then so he recommended getting surgery. And then I went back to my ortho and I said, look, I don't particularly want to do surgery for such a minor fix. Is there a possibility that based on just completing the braces process, that it could fix my bite? He said, you know what, I think so. So he said give him 4 weeks to correct the bite, and he recommended correcting the bite with elastics. So prior to this box where it's closing the side gap, he actually got me to put elastics in the front, the bottom row, the front here, and then all the way at the back. So what I was doing was pulling my upper jaw forward and my lower jaw backward to essentially fix the bite. And lo and behold, I'm going to just zoom in all over again, just to kind of give you an idea, because I might just put my bite of previously how it was and then now. Can you see on my front teeth, right? So it's actually going in front of my lower teeth, which is sick, because it's never been a thing. So that's awesome. So many success. And then after that bite was fixed, about a month ago, he was like, all right, your bite's looking good, well done, we're gonna put you on box braces to close this bit here. So that's currently what I'm going through. Every month he changed my wire, obviously, to a fresh one, because the power chains lose their elasticity. So new power chains get put on and it's a fresh grip, which means it really pulls everything close. More importantly, he introduced a new type of wire. So you know the wire that goes across. He realized that one of the teeth, you know, my fang, this one here, was a bit too wonky. It wasn't nice and perpendicular. So he took this wire that, you know, where he can almost bend a certain point of the wire put it on, and then like only that tooth will be like realigned. So that was really cool to see that, because I had no idea that you could do that. I thought braces and, you know, the wires were just like single lines, but it can actually tweak 1 or 2 teeth here and there to kind of like adjust, which is awesome. So that's cool. So done that, and now it's just sort of maintaining, getting the bite sort of secure. He recommended just keeping the elastics on. So elastics basically, like, you know, it kind of like brings all the teeth together. You're putting these tiny little rubber bands. Hold on one sec. Voila! So this was what I got. Sweet. So this elastic is called the Fox. They're all based on different animals. They're called the Zoo Pack. Fox is like, you know, medium strength. And when you open this bad boy in here, you've got like hundreds of these little things like that. So they're all basically just tiny little like elastic rings, like so. And then you hook them on to the hooks of your braces. Great, so you hook them on, and then it just shuts your mouth basically. And you just take them off when you're eating and when you're like, you know, doing other stuff that involves putting stuff in your mouth, like eating. Moving on, very important sort of point is that your surgeon can recommend doing something that you don't necessarily have to do, and it's not like it's a must. So this could actually save you a lot of money, because think of it this way, right? The upper jaw or the double jaw surgery that was recommended was meant to fix a minor defect. The minor defect being that my upper jaw is slightly like, not like, okay, not that much, but like slightly not perpendicular to the floor. So he was like, yeah, you know, like, I do recommend getting it just to get that perfect symmetry. So in his point of view, he was recommending perfect symmetry. But if you know how my teeth were, I don't need perfect symmetry at this point. Like, this is amazing. Like, this result is just like epic. I don't think you understand how monumental it is. So for me to, you know, have spent like, you know, 8 grand or whatever on surgery, braces and all that, there's no need for me to spend another few grand on another surgery that's going to take me out of work again, and then I've got to recover again and all these things just for a 1%er. Like, personally, it's not. Some people may want to pursue perfection, but I was just kind of like, I don't need perfection. Like, this is perfect to me. Like, from what I've been to what I am now, like this journey, I'm there. Like, I feel, you know, like, so I don't think that spending another time and process to do another surgery was worth it. So thankfully my orthodontist was, you know, skilled to the point where he was able to fix my bite without going through surgery, because that is big to me. So remember that people may recommend certain things to you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so sick progress. I know it's taken like a year since my last video. Oh my god, I feel so bad, but I'm just like trying to be more productive with my life, and now this is another step towards productivity. I still get a great amount of questions occasionally, people following me on Instagram, and I've been messaging and replying to comments, because that's something I can actually do really quick. But when it comes to a new video, I find that like a struggle to, like, you know, try and accomplish. So I'm trying to do my best, but right now This is going pretty good. I don't have too many like I have swallowed so many elastic bands, I swear. Because sometimes I forget, right? And then I'm eating like scrambled eggs and I'm like chomp 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 chomp, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, I forgot to take my things out. And then I'm like, where's the fourth one? Oh my god, it's in my body. But otherwise, like, you know, things have been going very well. I'm loving the journey. I feel like I may miss my braces when it's off, if it's ever going to come off. And I think that's pretty much it. Let me just get on with the comments just to see if there's anything new. Tooth decay. Someone asked me tooth decay from the expanders. Like, did they change your teeth a bit where your teeth touch the expanders? Thank you so much. So, I don't know if you remember, I had those rings in my molar, both sides, where it cusped around like the tooth. There was no bacteria thingy. Obviously, brushing your teeth, very, very important. And using mouthwash and a water floss would be sick, because then you don't have to worry about those little nooks and crannies. But those rings, the stainless steel things, did not trap any kind of bacteria to cause any kind of decay. Your top jaw, yep. My mouth is constantly filling with saliva when I've just gotten my expander. Super common because your body is reacting to a foreign object, hence it's kind of like just lubricating itself to kind of get it off easier. So extra production of saliva in the early stages of a foreign object in your mouth, totally common, nothing to panic. You may turn off the red alert alarm. When you expanded your upper jaw, did it cause a mismatch to your lower jaw? Wouldn't expanding the upper jaw make it bigger than the lower one? Correct. Upper was smaller, bottom was bigger. I'm expanding this way bigger than the bottom, as you can see in the picture. And then it shrinks into like perfection. So it's kind of like, say, narrow jaw, big jaw, right? You expand your upper jaw all the way, big, right? And then you braces it and it kind of does this. So it has to go bigger than the lower in order to hug and clasp your lower jaw. That's how I would explain it. So at one point in your life with your expander, you will have a bigger upper jaw than a lower jaw, but braces will then unite it in its best way. Last one, guys, last one. Sorry I'm rushing. I know it's not the best, but I'm still working on that. I am going to, I promise I'll do that cost breakdown video just to show you how you can maximize your insurance. One last thing. I asked my doctor to change color of my power chain, but he said only white available. I mean, they've got plenty of options. If they've only got white, it just means that that particular practice probably doesn't stock any other color. But honestly, my author recommended the gray color power chain. It's amazing. Doesn't stain, doesn't anything, and doesn't even look anything like can you see the grayness? I'll just kind of zoom in real quick so you can have a look. Yeah, can you see that? It's like invisible. But yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Next update will be much sooner than this gap that I've had. I do apologize and I hope you forgive me. And please keep the questions rolling on Instagram and on the YouTube video, and I will answer them ASAP. Thank you so much.